What's up, everybody? Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Achilles in the jungle. Now, might be the first match I've ever played with a warrior in the jungle, but we end up having a pretty good match. Now, before we get into all that build kit, all that good stuff, guys, it's time to play Smite's most favorite game.
Who's that?
Smite God. Y'all know how it works by now. I'm going to play a little clip of an ability. The first person to guess the god correctly down in the comments wins a free skin coat. Here's that clip. That one's pretty distinct, so good luck to everybody. Now, for my build, I'm going to start out with Assassin's Blessing, Mace, which is rank 1 of Jotun's Wrath, 1 healing potion, and 1 mana potion. And then I'm going to build into Warrior Tabby, Jotun's Wrath, Shifter Shields, and Sealate, the Crusher, Magi's Cloak, and then I've got Purification Beads and Blink for my relics. Now, before we get into the kit and everything like that, guys, you can switch out Magi's Cloak for another item. It does not offer the most protections, it's just got that really good CC, and if you look, the enemy team, every single person on the enemy team has some sort of CC. So, I'm using Magi's Cloak and Beads to kind of counteract that. You might not run into that situation, so I would recommend picking up something, maybe Hide of the Urchin or something like that, that can really help you out. Alright, let's get right into the kit, and first up we have his passive, Gift of the Gods. Achilles adapts to the tides of battle. While in the fountain, Achilles can choose to wear armor, gaining him bonus health and protections, or forgo it, granting him bonus movement speed and physical power. Now, we're playing the jungle, so we want to run as fast as possible and do a ton of damage, so we're just going to leave it on, we're going to just leave that armor off, but about 10-15 minutes into the game, if you are playing kind of more of your front line for your team and not necessarily that assassin that shows up and kills people, you can switch to that armor and it can help you out. Shield of Achilles is his 1. Achilles punches forward with the edge of his shield, inflicting massive damage and stunning enemies hit by the impact. The force of the punch continues to radiate past the initial target, dealing 70% damage 2 targets further away. And guys, this is a huge AoE. You can, if you look, whenever I use it, it's got a small little kind of highlighted cone. That cone is where you will stun people, so they do have to be closer, but it's got a ton of ranged poke and awesome ability. Radiant Glory is his 2. Achilles is blessed by the gods, giving him bonus power, protections, and crowd control reduction for 6 seconds. While the blessing is active, Achilles will heal himself upon successfully dealing damage with abilities. So you can use your 2 and then hit somebody with your 1 or your 3 to heal up a little bit. Combat Dodge is his 3. Achilles dodges his enemy's attacks before striking them with a swift response. If Achilles successfully hits an enemy god with this strike, he can use the ability again before it goes on cooldown. Fatal Strike is his ultimate. Achilles dashes forward in an attack. While dashing, Achilles passes through minions and stops at the first enemy god he encounters, dealing damage to all enemies hit and executing gods that are below 30%. If Achilles kills a god with this ability, he can use the ability again up to 5 times. And as Achilles successfully executes enemies, he becomes more reckless in combat and leaves his heals exposed. Achilles will become more susceptible to damage, stacking up to 5 times during that time, and you take an additional 10% damage every time you use it, so up to 50% damage if you end up getting a team wipe. But if you get a team wipe, hey, you're not going to really have to worry about that all that much. Now, before we get into the gameplay, guys, one thing you can do with Achilles, both his 3 and his 4 do not have to be used immediately. If you execute an enemy or get that combat roll and hit an enemy, you don't immediately have to use that. You can wait for a little while and pick the right time to use it again. I'm absolutely terrible with Achilles, but we try it, and you'll see me absolutely fail here in a minute, but is what it is. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. So after dropping red, I'm actually going to just rush right into Anubis, and guys, you can see we were able to go in on Anubis right there. We used that combat roll just to catch up to him and then stun him. I'm not exactly sure why he was chasing down Scylla there, but we end up actually taking him out, which is great. And then, instead of picking up my ultimate there, I panic picked up my 1, and I could have ulted out to save my life. Feels bad, but is what it is. Hey, we shut down Anubis, traded, whatever. Now, once I spawn back in, I'm gonna head to yellow, and we actually get into an engagement with the enemy jungler right here. So you can see him running through the jungle there, and we're gonna actually use this combat roll. You can see I've already hit him, but I haven't reused it, which I probably should have done it earlier than I did. I really thought I could take him out, and I wanted to save till I was just under tower, but didn't quite work out that way. Anubis shows up. Yeah, you know, let's just leave. Let's not worry about Anubis too much, and let's kind of peel off and start doing jungle things again. And then my team collapses on Anubis. Let's head over there and see if we can make something happen. We get those combat rolls off, and he ends up stunning himself with his ultimate, and we're actually able to take him out there. Awesome play by my team, and hey, let's go ahead and try to push mid. Now, I think the better play would have been here if all three of us would have went into this mid tower. We might have been able to make something happen, but Ares and Scylla end up peeling off and heading for red, which actually turns out great because they are able to secure a Scotty kill there. Awesome, awesome, that's absolutely great. You know, we weren't able to really secure mid. Humbots is here, and I thought Scylla was going to follow up behind me there, but she didn't. You know, hey, no problem. Let's go ahead and get that lane pushing into tower and then start rotating, since Scylla's gonna have to back off anyways. Now from here, we're going to end up taking out a couple of jungle camps, go for a little invade, and then we actually head over to solo, and I have no idea where Kuba was. Oh man, oh that was a juke right there, I guess, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and try to push this a little bit, help out Bologna. We're just going to get some damage on those main melee minions because I am going to have to back off, and hey, let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and put on that tier 2 of Jotuns and get back in lane. Now we end up having a pretty big team collapse in our duo lane, so let's head over there and get over in this fight as fast as we can. Now Anubis is here, and I'm not worried about his ultimate. I'm not worried about my stun from my one. I want to kill him before he takes out my teammates. And sure enough, look at that, guys. We're able to get a successful triple kill there, and that frees us up for a very early and easy Gold Fury. Jingwei does take a little bit to get over to Gold Fury, but is what it is. You know, we do manage to take her out there. We just got very, very low. And then we're actually going to head back to the jungle. Let's go ahead and take down our yellow, you know, get that speed buff. Speed buff is always great for the jungle, and continue to do jungle things. And then Humbots is here. Let's go ahead and engage on him. We're kind of waiting for his jump before we really use anything. We don't want to get that stun and then just have him jump away when he's so low. The body block is real. That great body block, or that might have just been terrible positioning by me, but it is what it is. We end up missing our ult there, but we did chase both of them out of lane. I'm going to go ahead and head down mid lane. You know, let's get these minions pushing. Let's get them under tower. We might be able to make something happen. And again, I'm pushing this lane when I think the play right here would be to push this lane. With their Kuba so low, we could have gone into that tower and pushed it very, very freely. Now, since my team did not quite collapse onto Scotty, we're going to head over there, and sure enough, we get this stun. Easy peasy, guys. With 4 people on her, she didn't stand a chance, especially with that stun. Let's head to mid lane. Jingwei and Scylla are following me. If I can get this stun on Anubis, he's as good as gone, and check it out, guys. We're able to follow up with that stun, and easy peasy. Now, this frees us up to get this mid lane tower. Now, while we're getting this mid lane tower, let's talk about Bologna. Bologna has been collapsed on. She's pushed up to the enemy T2, which is a little aggressive at 10 minutes in, but she also has this huge collapse. That freed us up to actually get that mid lane. So even though she's spamming for help, she actually helped the entire team by what she did. Now, we end up going into Humbots there, and I ran out of mana, so I wasn't able to use my second execute. No problem, and I'm just going to go ahead and back off. We made a great play. I can't do anything right now. I'm out of mana. I'm very, very low on health. Let's just get out, and look at that, guys. My team's actually able to head in, take out Ymir. Unfortunately, Scylla died there, but is what it is. From here, we end up just doing those typical jungle things, go pick up some camps, and just really look where we can have the biggest impact on the game. And we head to these mid harpies, and check it out, Humbots shows up, and guys, I'm not worried about the harpies anymore. I want to focus on Humbots. Unfortunately, he jumped out of my stun, which, you know, hey, is what it is. He actually ends up heading back in, and Scylla gets that root. Awesome. And then we get stunned right there. No problem. I'm going to go ahead and stay engaged on this, though. Anubis didn't stand a chance, and you can see the enemy team is coming in staggered. And guys, anytime you get into one of these situations, these team fights, and your team is coming in staggered, it's most likely going to end poorly for you. Unfortunately, we go down there, but if you look, guys, right now, it's a 4v2 fight. We got 4 of them to 2 of us. That was well worth it. And if our execute would have got off, we wouldn't have died there. You know, it's unfortunate, but is what it is. Now, coming up, we're going to actually make a rotation behind the enemy team here, guys. And this is big. I see a lot of people not quite do this, and they'll run in right here. Guys, you want to go in behind that enemy team, especially if you're playing that more assassin role or that high damage role. And if you see here, we're going to collapse onto this Anubis. I have no idea how my stun missed there and went on cooldown. It didn't even hit. I don't know. But anyways, no problem. We actually kind of go into tower a little bit, and you can see Kuba, he just pushed out way too far, and we're actually able to get an awesome double kill. Humbot shows up and unfortunately takes me out, but is what it is. You know, hey, that was a great play. We ended up taking out 3 of them to 2 of us, you know, so it was a winning team fight. It definitely wasn't the best team fight, but we ended up winning. Now, from here, again, we're just kind of looking, where do we need to go? Where can we have the biggest impact? We have completely dominated the kill game, and we're doing a great job in the tower game as well. So, let's continue this progress. Now, I'm going to head over to this Anubis, and guys, we're able to take him out. And we want to get him gone as fast as possible, especially with Anubis having lifesteal. You know, if he had his ult, his root, everything up, he might be able to get a kill there very quickly. When you see Anubis, when he stuns himself to use his abilities, guys, hit him with everything you have, especially if you have some sort of stun. After that, you can kind of see me peeling off because, you know, there's no sense in tower diving right now. That's playing just a little bit too aggressive. But once the enemy team starts going out of that tower, you can see I started going behind them, but it's a 3v4 fight. Just get out. Let's get out. I'm now going to try to head in. I was going to try to chase down Ymir, but, you know, bloodthirsty, whatever. We're going to end up stunning Kuba here, and, oh, man, he ends up dashing out. So there goes our opportunity to hit that ult, but no problem. You know, this was a great fight for us. We took out their 2 big damage dealers, and this is going to really allow us to make a play in tower or something like that. Anubis ends up stunning himself again with that ultimate, and we're going to chase down Kuba. But he ends up getting that ultimate off. You know, that is unfortunate, but we are able to actually take him out under tower, and awesome. That's absolutely great. That's what we wanted to do. Let's hopefully get out of this tower and get these minions in here. Take this T2 here in mid out, and, you know, awesome. Awesome play, guys. We're 16 minutes in. We're absolutely dominating mid lane, which can really control how you play the game. So that is a great play. I'm actually going to rotate over to our Gold Fury. Hopefully we can have some collapse, but there's not just a whole lot of people here, and I don't want to start it up too early because I'm not just super healthy, and with me not being a very tanky god at this point, I'm building more damage. I'm not able to withstand just a whole lot from the Gold Fury, but we did end up getting some collapse. That's absolutely great. With Jingwei here, maybe we'll be able to take this Gold Fury out, and sure enough, we end up picking up our 2nd Gold Fury. Now, we do have a little bit of mana left, so let's go ahead and drop red, and then hopefully we can get back to the fountain, heal up, all that good stuff, and sure enough, we're able to. I'm going to then get to yellow, pick up yellow, and then I see, oh wow, there's a big fight over by Bologna. Let's go ahead and head over there. I didn't even need to run as fast as I did. They had it, no problem at all. With 4 of the enemy team being down, it's Fire Giant time, guys. Let's hopefully collapse in. All 4 of us are right here. This should be a very easy Fire Giant. Sure enough, we're able to collapse on Fire Giant, take him out, easy peasy, you know, great job by my team. I'm gonna then back off, get healthy, and then, you know, put on another item, get back in lane. And guys, I'm playing the assassin role, remember. My job is to get on the back lanes and destroy their back lanes. And that's exactly what we do here. Now, if you see Scylla goes and engages, we're gonna go ahead and head in. Scotty's mine. We're gonna take her out here, easy peasy, and then follow that up with Anubis, and then their Kuba is trying to get away, but we're not going to let him, and we end up getting a triple kill. You know, we ended up taking 4 of them out. Quad kill, guys. At this point in the match, with us pushing up to this Phoenix, with us having Fire Giant, you know, this is going to be GG. And hey, we ended up playing a warrior for the first time in the jungle, and it wasn't that bad. So I really hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, show me some love. Leave me a comment. Think about subscribing. We end up dying to Fire Giant, but we still got the victory. This was a really fun match, guys, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Well, again, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.